Triple G. Brace yourself for the things you'll see. From comic books to toys and more. And all cartoons that we adore. Pop culture flicks and geeky stuff. We love it all and can't get enough. So settle in and enjoy the show. Please hit like and subscribe before you go.
How's it hanging, YouTube? It's Peter here, your Ginger Geordie Geek. Welcome back to the channel for another episode of Panel Breakers. I'm joined, as ever, by my usual crew. We've got Efren, Passpoint Comics, Super Sorrel, and James T of The Keegan. Chaps, everybody well?
Yep, doing well.
Yeah, very well.
Good. Got loads to get through tonight, so we're going to crack straight on. And we've got a load of people in the chat. So we have got Terry, they are back. Good evening, everyone. Hope you're feeling a bit better, Terry. I know you've had the lurgy, same as me. I'm still struggling with it, but I hope you're feeling a little bit better. We've got...
I have a little bit now as well. So
you got what?
Around. I have a little bit of sickness as well, so it's going around a bit.
That's all that French kissing we did, James. It's suckling bugs. Unboxing with Squishies, family fun. Always nice to see you. It's nice to Happy New Year. I don't think we saw you last week, but I think Efren, you sent the books to Squishy, didn't you?
Yes, I did. They got it
Good
about
stuff.
a week ago. Yeah, so
Good stuff.
yeah, within
Excellent.
a week. That was pretty quick.
Pretty cool. Yeah, pretty good for Australia. We've got Wayne Deacon. Hello, you smelly lot. How dare you? Me, Sorrel, and Efren are not smelly. We've got Fuzzy. Salutations to one and all. Salutations to you, Fuzzy. Shout out to Fuzzy. Fuzzy sent me this today. Arrived safe and sound, Fuzzy, so thank you so much. This is a Mars Attacks blank cover, so over the moon to have that. Gonna get something sexy put on that, I think. Excuse me. We've got Bat Dan in the chat. Nice to see you, Bat Dan. And we've got Ash. Always good to see you, pal. We've got Shelley. Thank you very much for joining. And we've got Andrew. Again, always nice to see you, Andrew. We've got Alex in the chat. Good to see you, pal. And Kel Breen. This is weird. You're in a different order. I know it's terrible. Hang on, we'll swap. There we go. This is me doing a different... We've sorted it for you. It's the... How dare you? It's the Timu version of the Captains of Star Trek. Yeah. Terry's starting to feel a bit better. Good stuff, Terry. Good stuff. Right, chaps. We've got tons to get through tonight, so let's crack on. Lots of news. But Mr. Keegan, there's like lots of gamey type news I want to talk about. So we're going to rely on your insights, I guess would say. I'm just here for James and his cheeky little smile. Bless. Like a hamster. Right. So let's go.
I just stuff things on my cheeks quite a lot for storage.
I've heard that. I've heard that. Oh, you dirty little boy. Right. Jesus. Moving on. We'll start with a little bit of comic book news. Judge Dredd apparently is going to be biting the bullet. So, new storyline coming in 2000 AD, the death of Dredd. Whether he dies permanently or not, I don't know. But 2000 AD, I mean, I can't imagine them going to permanently kill off the big key character. But they do kill off characters randomly. Rogue Trooper died a few years back and has stayed dead. So, not a book I read 2000 AD. Are you guys Dredd fans? You read a lot of Dredd?
Not Red, just another media. Like I like the movie. I like the movie Dredd. Not the Stallone one.
What do you? Oh, that was terrible. Nearly did it. Stallone. I don't mind the first Dredd movie. With good old Sly Stallone. I mean, it's of its time, but it's fun. How about the rest of you guys? Efren, you familiar with Dredd?
I'm familiar with him, but I've never read one of his comic books ever, and I never will. So
you never will. Why not?
No,
not fancy it.
No, just never grabbed my attention, so I'm not going to start now.
Yeah.
Now that he's dead, now.
Now that he's dead. Yeah. Sorrel, you a Dredd fan?
Not really. No.
Yeah. I'm a bit like James. I've read a few of his books, but I'm mainly familiar with them from the movies and stuff. I think the Carl Urban movie Dredd is phenomenal. Absolutely.
I've read some of the crossover stuff, like the
Judgment on Gotham and stuff. I've read.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a British comic, isn't it, as well? So it does feel almost sacrilege that none of us are reading it, as Brits.
Yeah. 2000 AD is just not a book I ever really got into, to be honest.
No.
Let me know in the chat, guys. Any of you guys big 2000 AD fans?
It's always been one of them things as well. Like I see it in the news ages all the time. It's one of them things where I don't know any of the history or any of the continuity to understand it at this point. So what's the point? Yeah. Whereas if they kind of killed him off and then did a soft reboot of the whole universe, I'd be up for that because I'd jump on it then maybe.
That's a good point.
I mean, from what I understand, 2000 AD is a lot of single stories as well. So yes, Dredd's like the main character, but I think it's like an anthology book where there's a few different tales in it. But you're right, Sorrel. I feel quite, we should be supporting UK comics. So yeah, I will pick up a few issues and sort of thing. I know Andy, excuse me, Perpetual Comics is a massive fan. So, and I know there's a few guys in the chat, big fans. Now, I'm going to be honest, couldn't care less about this Mr. Miracle series, animated series. Anybody a Mr. Miracle Man fan?
This is based on a really acclaimed run by Tom King, which he did Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. It's equally acclaimed, so I'm sure the story will be great, but I couldn't tell you anything about Mr. Miracle at all.
I mean, I know the background. He's it's a very weird story. I mean, Efren's were comic guru, he might know more, but I'm pretty sure this goes back to the whole Darkseid Genesis kind of stuff, where you've got two different worlds. The one where Darkseid lives in the kind of a heavenish type thing, and they swap suns to maintain the peace. So I think Mr. Miracle is Darkseid's son, maybe? That's Orion, isn't it? I can't remember. I think they swapped over. I think the High Father, or whatever he's called, gives Scott, who's Mr. Miracle, to Darkseid to be raised on Apocalypse. And he's meant to be like a master of escape or something. I don't even know. I'm not particularly interested. You're right, James. Tom King wrote the book. I was interested in the Supergirl because I love Supergirl as a character. Couldn't give a flying toss about Mr. Miracle. So I probably won't.
Have you read the run that this is based on, though?
No, I wouldn't. It would never jump out of his to read it.
I feel like that'll be one that surprise you, though. Like a lot of people probably aren't Supergirl fans and they read Woman of Tomorrow, so it might be the same thing with like, oh, I didn't even know anything about this character. Yeah. This is like an amazing storyline.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass. This is a cartoon in the James Gunn universe. I'll give the cartoon a go, see what it's like. Sorrel, Zombies, Marvel Zombies getting a season 2. There's something that appeals.
Nah, I mean, I don't know what they could do after that finale. To be honest, there's only like 3 people left, isn't there?
Well, remind us, doesn't it end on a bit of a cliffhanger?
It's not a cliffhanger. It ends very the idea is that Scarlet Witch is still controlling the what she sees. She thinks it's all over, and it's not, is it?
Yeah.
There was like a thing where it's like it's all a dream or whatever, and she wakes up and then she goes for coffee with the two. I forgot the name of the characters, but the 2 friends basically, and then it turns out that Scarlet Witch is still controlling it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where they could go. There's like 3 people left alive by the end, isn't there?
So this is the problem with the Marvel Zombies cartoon comic book series. They bumped most of the big name characters off in the first series, and then when it was popular, they had to try and think of inventive ways of bringing it back. Do you know what I mean? So they did multiverse characters and all kinds of stuff. So I guess they could go down that route.
If they treat it as more of a what if style story, where it's but like a different take on it, I'd be up for that. Like. Yeah. Different versions of the things happening, but that particular storyline I think is done, surely.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed the miniseries, so I'd give it a watch.
But it did suffer with the same thing that I think most zombie things suffer with, which is the whole, turn up to a base gets flooded with zombies, move to next base.
Yeah.
Lose a character along the way. It was the same paced and repeat pattern.
Yeah. What about the rest of you guys? Any of you guys interested in it?
I enjoyed the series when it first came out. I always wanted more episodes per season. Maybe they'll bring in from alternate universes, other characters, or go to another universe. Maybe that would be a soft reboot, so to speak. But I mean, I really enjoyed the first season, so maybe it'll be a good season. I'm keeping my fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Give it a go. A go. James, Mark Ruffalo confirms that he'll not appear as Hulk in Avengers Doomsday. He is going to appear in Spider-Man, but...
Yeah, we'll be getting him in a movie. He's in that corner for that time. That's fine. Spider-Man's not going to be in Doomsday either. You can't have everybody in it. There's already so many, what would be the point if they don't have a storyline for him? So I think that's perfectly fine.
Didn't we see loads of... Was it Doomsday or was it Secret Wars? We saw loads of art images of like a Planet of the Hulks kind of thing with Scar and
Yeah,
She-Hulk
well,
or
like a
that
World
kind
War
of
Hulk, yeah, kind of
Yeah.
Planet Hulk thing. Yeah, I mean that might be like for the two films
Yeah, for Secret Wars
together,
movies.
or or maybe that was the original like Dynasty version. Oh no, Doom was in that, wasn't he? Yeah, I don't know. We'll see, but like surely he's gonna be in Secret Wars, and I'd imagine Brand New Day will set that up, whatever his role in that is gonna be.
Just for the love of God, give us Savage Hulk again.
I feel like
instead
that's what they're doing. Why would he be in Spider-Man? It's gonna be Hulk, like Punisher trying to kill Hulk or something like that. Be cool.
Just going to check in on the chat, guys. We've got good old Chris Bell. Gosh, it's been forever. Nice to see you all. You too, pal. Hope you had a good Christmas and New Year. We've got Joshy Boy Toys. Always good to see you, bud. Mike Perkins art for Dredd. Ooh, yeah. Might check that out then back down because I do like Mike's art. Sorrel says he'll be reading Dredd of Dread's not in it.
Did not say that. Did not. Say
That's what the audience heard. Sorry, you
That's what
can't.
they
You
heard,
can't
but I
disagree.
did not say
Yeah.
those words out loud.
Read 2018, the late 80s, early 90s. I read the 12-issue maxi series of Mr. Miracle. Why it's excelled, God only knows. Okay, so not a fan, Terry, not a fan. Basically, another season of What If. I'll pass. Yeah, I don't think I mean, I didn't mind zombies, but I think the last season of What If had quite a few misses for me, I'm afraid. Heavy speculation, the leaked Brand New Day trailer drops tomorrow. Ooh, that'd be interesting. Look forward to that.
Did you see the poster?
No, is it been officially announced? Is it?
It's leaked, but it's a real poster. Like it's
Okay.
very similar to like the Raimi. It's like reflected in the eyes, kind of stuff. But it's hard to make out what the things are. But it's interesting.
Okay, check that out. That'll be cool. I prefer the original creator, Jack Kirby's Mr. Miracle. Not read any of that either, Terry. Prof Hulk is dog shite. Bring back the bad Hulk. Absolutely agree. Couldn't agree more. Now, Mr. Keegan, your time to shine.
Yes.
Ryan Hurst has been cast as Kratos in the God of War series. First off,
has.
I don't know who the hell Ryan Hurst is. Who's even?
So Ryan Hurst
Sons
is
of Anarchy.
Opie in Sons of Anarchy. He's been in a
seen
few
it.
other things, but I've not seen Sons of Anarchy. The reason I know who Ryan Hurst is because he's actually in the God of War games. He plays Thor in the second game. So they've cast him as the main, which isn't unheard of. Like you had some Last of Us actors from the games play other characters in the show. But for the main character, that's quite interesting. But I think he's got a lot of presence. He'll bulk up for this. He's a big beardy guy, got a good voice for it. Kratos is like an incredibly iconic character, and it's really cool. You'll absolutely love this, Peter. Like it's you got your mythology in the Greek and Norse, and it's gods and monsters and that kind of stuff. It's so good. So yeah, it's for Amazon. Really, really excited. Looking forward to this. There's a couple other castings as well. It's going to be based around the last two games, pretty much covering that. So.
Not gonna lie, I thought that was Phil from Phil's Nerdiverse at first. But yeah, but I mean, my sons played this when we got to PlayStation last Christmas. I had a quick go on it, and it's a good game, but I'm not overly into the lore of it. But I'll give it a watch. Sorrel Efren, you guys interested in this?
No.
I am now. He's attached to it. I liked him in Sons of Anarchy. He played Opie in Sons of Anarchy. He's a very cool dude. He's a nice, he's a good actor, and he'll definitely play the role very well.
Okay. Lots of people seem to be keen on it. And the stream and go watch Sons of Anarchy.
Agreed. Great program.
I wanted Triple H as Kratos and Jaden Mattel from It as his son.
That'd be good casting. So, I mean, look, who's going to play Kratos has been a thing for too long, where loads of names were thrown around. Like Batista was thrown around for a while, and stuff like that. But I
Triple H is the game. Oh my god! Imagine his voice as Kratos.
you do need someone with a bit of gravitas, and Ryan Hurst, absolutely.
Yeah.
He was phenomenal as Thor in the game, so I'm excited. I think he'll do really well here.
Okay. Efren, you've been reading Exquisite Corpses, I think, haven't you?
I have, but I thought that's the one I didn't really like as much as you like, Peter.
Yeah, well, I've kind of moved away from it a little bit.
I
I
didn't
have to
quite
be honest.
get it. I had to ask you. I think I had to ask you a lot of questions.
Oh no! You're thinking of assorted crisis events.
That's it. There's so
Yeah,
many
no.
books out there.
Exquisite Corpses is James Tinian's latest book, where basically a town is sealed off.
Yes.
To get control of kind of the criminal empires. Each crime boss family has their own appointed killer.
Yep.
And they send them all to this town, and it's basically who can kill the most wins. It's an interesting little series.
Yes.
It's kind of waning a little bit, but the big news out at the moment is that they're going to be making a live action adaptation of it as part of this big deal that Tinian seems to have, because he's got Something That's Killing the Children coming and this one now.
Nice.
So quite excited about that. I think that could be a good movie. It reads like it's designed for a movie. Interestingly, there's also another show as part of that, which I've never heard of before, called Room Service, which is a James Tinian Kickstarter, which sounds quite interesting as well. A sinister hotel service that allows its clients to commit their ideal murder scenario. Sounds quite interesting, quite like that. Sorrel, are you interested in either of these? I think you read a little bit of...
I read the first 3, I think.
Yeah.
It was good. I can imagine it making a very good anime. I imagine it would suit the anime style down to the ground. But it'll be exciting to see this in some form of other media. Yeah, it's a good story. I think I'll enjoy it more if I get like being all 12 issues or whatever it is in one go. Whereas trying to go month to month was hard, and it waned quite quickly. Whereas if I had a graphic novel, I'd probably start, sit and read it from start to finish. But
yeah, I think you're probably right.
I struggle sometimes with the month thing.
Yeah, I think we're up to issue 6 or 7 now, and it's feeling very samey. Every issue's the same slog kind of thing. So yeah. James, the Room Service sounds interesting. That's something that tickles your fancy?
I like the concept. Sounds really interesting. Does James Tinian need to crowdsource something at this stage? Like, he's such a big name, and I'd imagine he'd be making bank with all these adaptations of his stuff.
No, Room Service was crowdfunded thing originally.
Yeah.
It's now been picked up for a big feature.
Oh,
So,
sorry, it's before.
yeah.
No, that's not correct. Okay, I get you. Yeah, I'll give this a watch, definitely. It's definitely cool.
Give it a go. We've got Phil in chat. Nice to see you, pal. Hope you're doing well. Moving on, guys. More bloody gaming news. Lots of people are very excited about this. Efren, going to come to you. You excited about Tomb Raider?
I mentioned, I think to you guys, I like the animated series that was just canceled, season 2 on Netflix with Haley Atwell, who played Shiv.
Oh, did you? I didn't realize she did
the voice. I realized. I really like that series. So yeah, I'm going to be watching this for sure. Hopefully it's a good show. I think Sophie Turner looks incredibly just like her. And these still photos right here. So yeah, I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I mean, like I said, she's got the outfit down pat. So we'll see if this show's good.
Sophie Turner, reminder, is she from
Game of
X-Men?
Thrones.
Game of Thrones and X-Men.
Yeah.
She was Phoenix, wasn't she? Was she Phoenix?
Yeah.
I
can imagine she's got a good voice for this, to be honest. Because I can imagine her voice being quite,
posh English. That's 100% right. When she was cast, like, some people, there's a bit of backlash, but I was like, give her a chance. I think she's a decent actress, and I think she fits that role well. And looking at the pictures, like, yeah, that's Lara Croft, like 100%.
Yep.
I even love like how accurate the outfit is. I love like the red glasses. Even is such a cool callback to the original games. And like Tomb Raider has gone through kind of a weird trajectory where they kind of had a reboot in like the early 10s, and there was like the serious one, and that's where the Alicia Vikander one was based on. But this one looks like
Is that the one where she was on an island?
Yeah. It's like a survival movie. So that was like based on the reboot games. So this is going back to kind of the original like classic Tomb Raider. I think that's really good with the double guns on her side and stuff. So I'm really looking forward to this. Phoebe Waller-Bridge, I think, is writing this as well. Fleabag. So good talent behind this, definitely.
Yeah. I mean, I have to say, as soon as I saw the first image, you could have put that image up without any title, and I would have said, "Oh, that's Tomb Raider." Do you know what I mean? It's the iconic look is there. So yeah, Phil fits the role. Sure, never seen Sophie Turner look better. I'm in. Yeah, it does look good. One of the guys sent us this. Can't remember who. I think it might have been Alex. Just to say that Robert Downey Jr. apparently, I didn't realise this, had auditioned for the role of Von Doom in Fantastic Four. That's an interesting one. But there's a statue in the movie, and they reckon that was based on his likeness. Don't know if it's true or if it's just cack, but it's just interesting that he's auditioned for that. I never realised that. You guys know that? I missed that completely.
I think I'd heard it back in the day, like before he was cast as Iron Man. It was like originally he was one that like on the short list for it.
See, I can't see him as anything other than Tony Stark now, and it's a bit like he's one of those actors. He's done some great roles before anybody in the chat shoots us down, but Tony Stark just is Robert Downey Jr. to me now. Robert Downey Jr. is Tony Stark. I can't imagine him doing anything else. Couldn't see him doing a maniacal. Well, we're going to see him.
Well, exactly. We're going to see that in a few months. He that's just a testament to how good of an actor he is. Like, it's lucky he didn't get this because he wouldn't have been Iron Man then. You know, like Rise of the Silver Surfer was only the year before Iron Man came out, so they
Was
wouldn't
it?
have cast
Wow.
2007 and Iron Man was 2008.
Dang.
So yeah, interesting. Just a little tidbit there. Ironheart will reportedly not appear in Avengers Doomsday, but apparently, rumours again, they are setting up that young Avengers are gonna kind of be the thing that pulls out of Secret Wars. Did you also see this stuff? Again, I don't know how true it is. Fuzzy in the chat might be able to help. Did you see this stuff about, I can't say her name, is it Tatiana? I can't remember. The lady who played, who played She-Hulk has apparently walked away completely now from Marvel.
Oh, right, okay.
So
Oh dear, such a loss. Oh no.
harsh,
Oh no, whatever will we do?
harsh.
Very
I think she was good as Jen
She's
Walters.
very good, yeah.
I think the show let her down massively. Be interesting to see if they recast her or not.
Yeah, I think they
Immediately. Didn't they also say I forgot her name, but the actress that plays Black Panther, you know, Shuri, she's going to be not in Doomsday either, is she?
There's a trailer.
No, she's in it. Yeah, no, she's in it.
Oh, she in it? 'Cause
One of the
there's loads
trailers
of
is
stuff
based
saying
around
she's not
her.
gonna be in
Yeah.
it.
No, she's going to be a main character in it. One of the main characters in it.
Yeah, no.
Why
You've you've angered Fuzzy. Did you not realize Fuzzy?
Boy.
Fuzzy is 100% She-Hulk. 100% She-Hulk. He gets very upset if we're
I like She-Hulk too.
There's a shocker. Yeah, yeah. Phil saying he'll be Tony Stark again somehow by the end of it. He'll probably have a redemption thing, won't he? Holding out that he's in a multiverse Iron Man turned Doom. Not convinced he's Doom. Also, Fuzzy will also not be in Avengers Doomsday. We heard you had. Oh boy, wow. I watched the whole She-Hulk series for Daredevil and a twerking She-Hulk. Exactly. Help him, I support Fuzzy Dunlop. Right, chaps. I'm going to come to each of you because you know more about it than me. Start with you, Efren. Kathleen Kennedy officially stepping down as Lucas president. Dave Fillion is set to be the next co-president.
You messed up 2 different words there.
Thank you for pointing it out.
Filoni. Dave Filoni. Okay.
Yeah. Efren, you got the gist. What do you think, Efren? Are you bothered?
No, this was like announced a little about a year ago that she was going to leave, and then she said she's not going anywhere. So you knew something was up, and I think they just finally said, enough's enough. I'm not sure how much of a Star Wars fan she was. If she knew anything about the history of Star Wars, she may have. I'm not sure, but Dave Filoni seems like a good choice for it. But then I just read something on Instagram that he didn't like Andor. It's like, okay.
Yeah, I read that.
I don't know why they would even come out with that, and they just want to build controversy. But I'm keeping my fingers crossed. He's going to be, co-president, so it's not going to just be him. But I think he's going to be more on the artistic side of it, and the woman that's going to be the co-president is going to be more, managerial side. From what I have heard, I think they're going in the right step. Knock on wood, and hopefully, moving forward. What I think they should do is actually have some kind of communication with George Lucas. Just get his opinion on things, whether they go with it or not. He's someone who created all this. I would value his opinion very much so.
He was kind of like unofficially involved with like Mandalorian and stuff. I think Filoni, because like Filoni's kind of his protege.
That's what I meant. Yeah,
so they have
other
a
movies
relationship.
shows, he might not have been. I don't know, but I just think they should. Yeah.
James, what are you thinking on this? Sorry.
Yeah, so just for anyone who doesn't know, Lin-Win Brennan is going to be co-president. She was 2015. She was appointed general manager. She worked for ILM since 1999. And then she was executive vice president since 2024. So it's good track history with the company. I think it's good. Like, a lot of people are not happy with where Star Wars is and blame Kathleen Kennedy. I think some of that's fair. Like, and I feel like it's unfair because for every bad thing from Star Wars we've gotten, there's been several great things as well. I think, like Andor, like even though people argue, oh, she's not involved in that or whatever. And we have more Star Wars than ever, and I think that's a good thing anyway. So I think it is good. Like, Filoni is obviously the guy to be in charge creatively of Star Wars and where that should be going. I think that's clear because he's the fan. And you have someone with the business acumen for the company as well. So I think this is a good sign. I'm excited to see. I'm curious if there's going to be any major change in trajectory at all. Are we going to see other films announced or other films cancelled or what? Because like they have a track record of. I think this is Kathleen Kennedy's biggest failure of just announcing stuff and then cancelling it. You hear nothing about it for 2 or 3 years and then it's cancelled. And they've done that with 5 or 6, 7 movie projects, Yeah. So it'd be nice to start seeing more consistent Star Wars stuff coming out, like in terms of the films, anyway. Like,
Sorrel?
I mean, Dave Filoni is the guy that gave us Clone Wars, Rebels, the entire Ahsoka storyline, all of the Rebel storylines. He created that. So that's his baby. So he's going to see that through. So, yeah, I think it's a good step in the right direction.
Good stuff. Let's see what the chat are saying. Sorrel, have you watched Orphan Black?
I haven't, but I know she's in it. The girl that's in S.H.I.E.L.D., isn't she? She's in that, but I've not seen it.
I don't think. What's Orphan Black? I don't think I've heard of that one.
it's a
Anyone know?
series
TV
that
series.
she's starred in. It's about like clones or something like that.
Yeah, this girl commits suicide or something. A long time ago. I've never watched it, though, properly. I know of it.
Phil also won't be in Avengers Doomsday, but they have called him in for training the actors. Bit of bench pressing, Romanian deadlifts, etc. Yeah. Fillion not liking Andor's bullshit from that part of the internet who like complaining about everything. Yes, you'll certainly find. Let me know in the chat. I know you're the Trek guru. Have you watched Starfleet Academy yet? I've not managed to watch it yet, and I'm trying to avoid spoilers, but it seems to have taken over my Instagram feed of people complaining about all kinds of stuff about it.
Oh, the people that are complaining, though, are no spoilers, but the people that are complaining are saying things about the fact that the cast is very woke. Have they never seen Star Trek before?
Well, I saw something with Robert Picardo, the guy who plays the Doctor, and he literally said that. He said people are saying, it's woke. Star Trek has been woke from day one. That's the entire point of
First
Star Trek.
ever on
First
screen
interracial kiss.
Interracial kiss. Yeah. So
The cast has always been diverse. That's the whole point. Because in the future, we're meant to not see race, color, or creed, and that's the whole point of Star Trek.
Yeah.
They did that episode, didn't they? I mean, Andrew will tell you on the chat, or everyone might remember. They did that brilliant episode where they had the race where they were halved down the middle. One half was black, one half was white.
Yeah.
And they were at war. And at the end of it, the kind of Kirk and whatnot said, well, why are you fighting? What's it? He's like, because he's black on one side. And it was purely because they couldn't see anything other than the differences in colour. It was just
Crazy, isn't it?
Really quick trivia: Frank Gorshin, who played the Riddler,
That's right, the
Batman,
Riddler.
he was the character.
Yeah.
Yeah, they brought back that race. They showed him in the new Star Trek series. So yeah, it's cool.
They should have gone in this step after Rise of Skywalker. Fans have wanted it out forever, but until they get better writing, the films and shows will also... That's a great point, Fuzzy. I always wonder, I mean, obviously, none of us here are big film executives, but the big executives obviously quite often get the blame and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it does come down to the quality of the writing and the story. And yes, they must be, I guess, instrumental in agreeing it. I mean, I think back to, what was the last series? Not Skeleton Crew, I enjoyed that. Acolyte was dire, absolutely dire. So who passed that? Do you know what I mean? It's like,
I think they should also bring back, if they haven't already, Jon Favreau to have some kind of influence on the new series.
He directed Mandalorian and Grogu. Am I wrong?
Yes, at the beginning, I know he had. Well,
he's
there was
doing
more
the
than
movie,
one
though, isn't he?
director, but he had a big
Is it him
part
or
of it.
Filoni directing the movie?
I don't know who's doing the movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. Filoni knows Star Wars as well as anyone alive, about as well as Lucas. He's the perfect choice for the creative side, but I hope you like Ahsoka. Kathleen Kennedy, the one everyone hated and so yes, I believe so. Kenny is one of the...
Sorry, Jon Favreau was directing the Mandalorian movie. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Kennedy has one of the best IMDb pages in the business. Star Wars will miss her. Ahsoka was dull. I struggled with Ahsoka, I have to say. Everyone kept telling us it was going to be amazing. And I think I've said on this show before, the biggest letdown for me was everyone was telling us what an amazing bad guy General... What you call him?
Because he is
Thrawn? Is it Thrawn?
Yeah, he's so
Thrawn?
good, though. He just
Well,
wasn't
not in
good.
that show, he wasn't.
No.
Kennedy gave an interview last week. They have a bunch of finished scripts that Disney kept saying no to. Evening, Ian. Hope you're doing well, pal. Hope you're doing well. Watch Orphan Black, and then after Sons of Anarchy, you've got a good list. Tatiana is fine. She got a recurring role in the new... Oh, is she? She's in the new Trek series. Oh, very cool.
Okay.
Yes, I've seen Academy twice. Most of the complaints were from before the show aired. Oh, very cool. And that race is in Starfleet Academy. I must catch it I'm going to try and catch it this weekend.
Have they released it all in one go, or is it weekly episodic? Is it like we're going to wait
I
weekly
don't
for each
know.
episode?
It's going to be weekly because Paramount, they did that with the last Star Trek one. They did it week by week. Every episode came out.
I always love that Chris just boils it down to the facts. Kirk banging aliens is about as liberal as you get. Absolutely.
Not wrong.
Yeah. I will defend modern Trek and wars all day long. A lot of invalid complaints knocking around the internet. Fillion is directing Mandalorian and Grogu.
John Favreau.
John Favreau. My bad. Fillion's directing the next Mandoverse movie.
Oh, the like Heir to the Empire kind of one again.
Star Wars just wants to be locked in a box for another 2 decades. Same with Doctor Who. Oh, don't be coming after Doctor. Hey, the latest wasn't Doctor Who. The mini-series, The War of Earth and Land or whatever, was superb. It was really good. Enjoyed that. Just to mention this, guys, I don't know if have you all seen this image?
Yeah.
Doing the rounds. So this is an official image about the next phases, apparently. Looks pretty cool. Anything jump out at you about it? If this is in reference to the way the movies are good, because we've got the Fantastic Four in there, we've got the X-Men in, Guardian, well, we'll see Star-Lord in the back. Anything else?
Scarlet Witch is there alive.
Yeah, Wanda's in there, isn't she?
Iron Man is there alive as well.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if this is really. I mean, it was touted on the internet as the image for the next phase of the MCU. I don't know if it can be.
I think it's just the Marvel Studios banner, so there's like you're pulling from different eras of Marvel, so I don't think it's necessarily saying that this is back or that's back or whatever.
Nice image though. Nice image. I do like it. I do like it.
Although to be fair, because they've already got Robert Downey for Doom, it would be very easy for him to jump back in an Iron Man suit because he's not really in the suit, really, is anyway. But to do some fight scenes, to have some alternate Iron Mans in the multiverse fighting, you know what I mean? It could be. It's a very easy switch while he's on side still.
And I'm liking this. I sound like such a nerd fanboy. I'm liking this image because Pedro has got white gloves on. And I know that's not important to us, but it is to me because it pissed us off during the Fantastic Four movie.
He's the only one that doesn't.
Everybody else is in uniform and he's special for some reason. It's like, well, what's... So, yeah. Episodic, 2 episodes a week. That's another article I sent you. Might as well host the show at this point. US Agent is missing. So next phase is Mince. I rewatched Thunderbolts last week, Chris. I liked it at the cinema. Loved it watching it again. And I loved the dynamic between them. And US Agent is really, really good. Really
I thought everything was pointing towards that after Secret Wars, we're going into like a soft reboot. I thought that's where the official wording went last time.
I think... Sorry, there's someone walking around. Apologies if you can hear that. I think that the chucking as much at the moment as they can, see what fits, and then Secret Wars will be let's keep the bits that people like and bin everything else.
I see Groot's in this picture too. I didn't think they were going to bring back the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, maybe it is just a Marvel banner, like you say. Yeah. Nice to see you. Thank you very much, and Happy New Year to you too. Right. Not doing negative zone because everything's tickety boo in the world. Alex, Thunderbolts is great. Just a shame the character has spun off poor series TV. Yeah. And thanks everyone for your goodies. Video will be up on Monday. Good stuff.
Welcome.
Good stuff. Just a quick run through of some comic books that are coming out this week. There's some nice stuff as usual. Efren, you're still reading World's Finest?
I've been reading it from the beginning. I never thought I would enjoy it that much, but I have. But it's not set up in it's not set in the modern DC universe, so to say. But it's like stories from years gone by. But I've liked it a lot. They brought in Doomsday, not Doomsday. What's that with Robot Man? That group.
Doom Patrol.
Doom Patrol, they brought them in for a while, and they have, Teen Titans comes in there every now and then. So I've enjoyed it, but I've enjoyed the artwork more. I forgot the artist's name. He's a really good artist.
We've got X-Men 24 there, picking up after the Age of Revelation. Age of Revelation started really good and totally pitted out by the end and was cack. I'll do a review of that at some point, but just really disappointing end to it all. So yeah, I was disappointed in that. Let's have a look. Exquisite Corpses, if anyone's still reading that. I am persevering with it. It's not bad. Mortal 4, a book that I'm really enjoying. Yep. And then Assorted Crisis Events. Efren, I can't believe you didn't understand or get... The last issue of Assorted Crisis Events was phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. If anybody's read it in the chat, let us know. Fuzzy, I think you've been reading it. So the last issue number 7, was basically about a guy So I think I've told you about the premise of this series before, where basically time's broken and things just happen at random. So the last issue was basically about a guy who multiverse versions of him appear dead all over the place. So he like wake up and there's 3 dead bodies in his bedroom, or he'll go to the shops. Like he goes for an ice cream at one point, and one of his dead bodies appears on top of all the ice creams and things like that. And it's his responsibility to get rid of the waste bodies. So he's kind of like trying to dispose. It sounds mental, but it's absolutely brilliant. Really, really interesting story. Really enjoying the sort of crisis events. One of my favourite books.
I'm going to get that Rogue book that's coming out. I'm going to pick up that this week. I'm looking forward to that.
Nice cover. Nice cover. I like that.
And I think the next one down as well, there's a new Psylocke as well, a single Psylocke issue coming out.
Okay.
Because I've got both of them. They're both number 1s this week. I've got both of them in my basket for this week.
Yeah, I've been reading New Avengers. I've liked this series so far. You know, hopefully it continues. I've liked this matchup of Avengers on there. You know, so. And Red Coat, I'm still reading. I've always enjoyed that series.
Aliens versus Captain America. That's a pretty good series as well. If anyone's been reading that,
I haven't started yet. Now
that's very cool. Just introduced last issue. Captain Marvel came in and kind of saved them. Very gruesome. Last issue, most of the did Fury die as well? I can't remember. Most of the Howling Commandos bit the dust. Acid blood biting through the faces and all kinds of stuff. It was very, very cool. Very, very cool. So yeah, I'm really enjoying that one. Everything Dead and Dying. Issue number 5, one of my favourite series, contender for Book of the Year for me. Really interesting zombie tale, well worth checking out. I know Fuzzy said that he wasn't that blown away by the last issue. I thought it was all right, but it definitely did slow down a bit. But yeah, great series. I'm looking forward to that. Inglorious X-Force. It's got some good characters in it.
Oh, I like Boom Boom. I like the character Boom Boom. I thought she's always been misused and not used enough. I like that character a lot. She reminds me a little bit of what's her name? Forget. I'm doing a blank on her. Jubilee. She reminds me of Jubilee.
Yeah. I read the last issue of Wiccan Witches Road. It was all right. I'm a big fan of the Wiccan character, so I might pick that up. I'll see how I feel. You know what I'm going to say, don't you, Sorrel?
Yeah, there's a couple down the bottom today for us. We've got Van Helsing, a new one coming out, The Throne of Blood. That's the one I was telling you about where she's going up against Dracula.
Yes.
That's finally coming out this week. So I've got that on my watch list. And there's a new Archie, a Valentine's Day special. They're going to a Josie and the Pussycats concert in this one.
I mean, sounds great. Yeah.
And there's don't you laugh at Josie and the Pussycats. I think that was it. I don't think I had any more on my list after that. But the new Van Helsing looks awesome. I'm not bothered for Biker Mice. They've been crap. All those comics by Nacelverse have been rubbish.
Yeah, I tried to read a few of them.
I tried doing the Street Sharks one. It was awful.
Yeah. I don't know if you noticed, but Absolute Batman is in the 10th printing of number 1. That's crazy.
And the value of issue number 1 has come through, through the roof. A book I just scooted past there, but Cul-de-sac. I know Fuzzy's mentioned that a few occasions. Keen to get into that. I'll read that one. And then I'm really enjoying that. Star Trek The Last Starship is a very, very good, very, very good series.
I've been reading that too.
There is a book coming out this month by Divinity Comics, which again, it's not for you guys, I don't think, but some of your audience might like this, Pete. It's called Mighty Morphin Pussy Rangers.
No,
Pussycats?
Pussycats, yes, exactly, Pete. Pussycats.
Mm-hmm.
When what happens when 5 badass women get mystical cat powers and must save the city from a vengeful cat goddess?
Well, what publisher is this? I'm going to get it.
You're never going to have heard it. I was going to say, you're not going to have heard of this publisher.
Divinity Comics is not going to do it on this camera. You're not going to be able to see it. There you go.
There you go.
I say enough, yeah. Let's see what a chat has seen. Thank you for your goodies coming up. Stephen, nice to see you, pal. Age of Revelation didn't seem to add much. Bit annoying. Division could be wrong. Yeah, no, I agree, pal. I didn't realise you were a comic book reader, Stephen, to be honest with you. But yeah, I wasn't a big fan of it. It ends on a bit of a cliffhanger, which was interesting. But
Oh, no.
I wonder if this... Sorry, mate?
Sorry, Peter. I said, oh, no, I haven't read it yet.
Yeah, I wouldn't bother. Wonder if the CGI in Planet She-Hulk is any good. Yeah. And that sounds like 50% of anime. True that. Right, chaps, a little bit of toy news for you. Just going to quickly scoot through some of these. We've got Arrowfire in the chat. Nice to see you, pal. Hope you're doing well. 20 odd people watching, please do hit that like and subscribe and thumbs up for everybody's channels. So we've got some blogger photos of Human Torch. What do you think of that head sculpt, Chris Evans?
That's him. Okay.
Not the
It's
best,
all
is
right.
it?
That's not the best.
I don't think it's the best. I'm not picking that figure up. Then we've got the scorched alien from Alien Earth. This is phenomenal. Now, I've already got an alien. I've got one of the original big chappies, it's called. But the new version of this is pretty spectacular. You can remove its, what do you call it, like the canopy on its head and see kind of the skull and things underneath. It's really cool.
Cool. I like
Yeah,
that.
really cool. So I am tempted by that. I am 20 odd or 20 odd people. Yes. Mince, I agree, Fuzzy. But yeah, I quite like the alien. I might be tempted if I can get that for a decent price. I've stuck this sideshow statue in there, 1/4 scale, Jubilee, 2 different head sculpts, one with her blown bubbles. The images, I didn't have a proper look, but the images look amazing of the kind of the explosions behind it. I don't know if it comes with that light up effect, but I think that's pretty cool. Efren, I know you're a big fan of the character. That's something that jumps out at you?
Oh yeah, I mean, I think it's really cool. But I was actually talking about this yesterday. I think it's really high price. This one,
Oh, will be
about $1,000 in that range, which is ridiculous. I think it's going to turn off a lot of people. You know, I expect between about $600 range for these statues from Sideshow. I'm not sure why this one's more expensive than other ones. You know, but if I still collected statues, I would get I like all X-Men statues. I think they're really cool.
Yeah, Sideshow, the prices for some of these statues these days is just obscene. Absolutely obscene. Spotted this. This is quite nice. Sorrel, are you familiar with Pop Mart Gong? I don't know if I know them or not.
Pop Mart. I mean, Pop Mart are the people that do like Labubu's and shit.
That's what I thought, yeah. So this is Pop Mart Gong.
And that is the Pop Mart logo at the top left. I've just seen it there.
Oh,
That is the official Pop Mart logo. They make Labubu's and blind boxes and stuff. But they must be getting into the higher end figure line.
Yeah, 1/12 scale. Really, really cool looking figure. It's based on the Jim Lee Hush version of Superman. Fabric clothing. I do quite like it. I like the fact
the
that
removable
the emblem,
vines as well.
Yeah, that's cool. It's the head sculpt's slightly different as well. So you've got heat vision eyes on that one. Not sure what the price is in this. I couldn't see a price on it, but it just piques my interest because I've never heard of these guys doing figures before. So yeah, quite cool. Quite like the look of that one. I think the costume looks pretty smart. I just wanted to show off this from the I don't think he's in the chat, but from the Christmas quiz we did, one of the chaps won the quiz at C4 Darkman and got a sketch from the amazing Kevin Wells. I'll be putting this on Instagram and things during this week, but he's asked for basically a Evil Dead version of Transformers and Marvel Zombies, which I think looks absolutely phenomenal. So Kevin's done that for him. It looks amazing, absolutely amazing.
Pete, sorry mate, just to give you a little bit more information, that Superman that we're talking about. So Gong Studios are a company that designs and sculpts figures over in Indonesia. Pop Mart are going to be the distributors for the worldwide arena. So basically, Pop Mart is teaming up with Gong Studios to make this figure. So Gong Studios have made it, but Pop Mart will help distribute it around the world. So they'll put it in their stores, hopefully, maybe, or on their website. So it could be easily to get hold of in the UK because we do have Pop Mart here in the UK. So
Yeah.
that could be cool.
Pretty cool.
But yeah,
Pretty cool.
Gong Studios are the ones behind it.
I've
Never heard of them.
So yeah, thank you for that, Sorrel. So yeah, so that's the bit of artwork that Kev did for C4 Darkman. I think it's absolutely stunning. Love it. We've then got some really weird vintage Star Wars figures coming out. Yeah, some interesting one. That I don't know who any of these characters are. All I know is that
Mos Eisley Cantina kind of background characters, pretty much like the devil guy in the top left is in a shot.
I recognise him. I do recognise him. The bottom one, that's Chris Bell, is it not? The bottom one with the tash. Pretty sure that's Chris. But I mean, yeah, interesting looking figures. If you're into your Star Wars collectibles,
I thought the bottom left one was Von Hoot, to be fair.
Von Hoot.
With them whiskers. But no, these are Cantina characters, and to be fair, if I was still collecting the vintage collection, because I used to have the Cantina and stuff, and I needed characters like this to fill it out. I think people have been asking for these for a long time, to be fair. I mean, if you're a Wookiee with a mustache and a waistcoat, I kind of want it.
Yeah, how can a Wookiee have a mustache? That seems doesn't right.
I thought these figures were you guys in the. Yeah, I mean, none of them jump out at me, so I shall be passing. I wanted to mention this briefly. This is my new time
Slope.
design. Yeah, my obsession. So, me and my son used to play Warhammer Age of Sigmar a few years back. And he's getting into, over the last few weeks, 40k again. But he's got no one to play with. So he's asked me to build an army and all that kind of stuff. So I've started buying lots of models, painting them. One thing I've discovered is that my eyes are shit and my hands shake compared to when I used to paint them 10 years ago. So I am struggling. But loving this. Great hobby. I don't know how many of our viewers, colleagues, are into 40k. I know Pete from GP Venom used to collect. Any of you guys 40kers?
I collected Warhammer 20 years ago when I was younger, and it was Skaven and the Lizardmen and all that back then. It was just called Warhammer back in the day, the fantasy one. I played that. But it's funny you should mention Games Workshop and Warhammer, because the other day I was literally in my local little game store, and he had the new Warhammer Age of Sigmar Underworld board game, new Underworld game, and that looked awesome. To be fair, like a tactical little arena game, that looks so cool. But I've not played a proper game of Warhammer in about 10 years.
Yeah, well, I'm loving it. I have to say, I am enjoying it. I'm enjoying getting back into it. The reason I'm mentioning it, ladies and gents, is because my son is probably going to be leaving home within the next year or two, and it's not very often he asks me to do stuff with him. So I am absolutely going to go all in on this and spend as much time with him as possible.
So heartwarming, that.
But what it means is I am cutting back on other stuff, so you might not see as many live shows and things from us going forward. We'll still be doing the regular Tuesday show. But other stuff I am going to dial back on because this has taken up all of my time. Painting and building the flaming models has taken us forever and a day. But just in case you think I've vanished, that's why, because I'm doing this with Tom at the moment.
So this is a board game, right?
Not
Tabletop game.
It's a tabletop game, Efren.
Okay.
You buy the little miniatures and you build armies basically on plastic spoons. You cut them out, glue them together or snap them together, then you paint them and all the rest of it. And each model's got a different kind of set of rules you can use, and then you basically play for however long you play for.
And you said 40Kers or something like that?
So that's the name of this particular brand of the game, Warhammer 40k.
Okay.
There's another one. So 40k is kind of like a futuristic army kind of thing.
Gotcha.
The other one we used to play, Age of Sigmar, is more of a kind of a fantasy, goblins and monsters and things like that.
That's cool that you're doing this with your son.
Yeah.
So we're going to have somebody else join us for our quartet, right? After you...
Yeah.
Have you
So
ever
it is
done
good fun.
Warhammer World, Pete?
Yeah, we did that a few years back. We did that
I
a few years
love
back.
Warhammer World.
Stunning. Yeah. That was Sheffield, isn't it?
Yeah, not far from Sheffield.
Yeah. So Warhammer World is if you've never been, it's amazing. They've got people go to play games and things like that, obviously, but they've got all of the professionally painted models set up in kind of battle scenes and things in glass cabinets, and it's just incredible. Absolutely incredible. Just going to quickly see what the chat are saying. Am I allowed to say anything negative about Warhammer? No, you're not. No, you're not. Because Henry Cavill is a massive Warhammer man, isn't he? He loves that. He's starring in the movie, I think.
Amazon series, I think.
Yeah. So that should be cool. Wayne played years ago. McFarlane do a 6-inch blank Warhammer figure. I've got it, Alex. I bought it, crikey, February last year. And the idea,
wasn't it?
Yeah, the idea was I was going to convert it into a Helldivers figure, and then I've just not had time. Stephen, my boys play Sigma and 40k, and also have my own armies to play along with them. Very cool, Stephen. We might have to, because you're not far from me, Stephen, we might have to meet up and have a battle at some point. Prioritizing your family. Outrageous. Terrible. Used to play Warhammer 35 years ago. My army was the Rat Race. Skaven. Yeah, that's that.
I was Skaven too. Wow. Good Skaven.
Does that mean you have an empty room full of hot toys and and a vacancy for your son available? No, pal. Hot toys are all still there. What we're doing is we're converting James's bedroom into a Warhammer room.
If there's ever a vacancy for Peter's son,
Yeah. When you start selling off comics to fund the habit, give me a call, mate. It's very expensive. Is one of the other things I've realised. It's a pricey hobby. They were metal, maybe even lead. Yeah, when I very first collected them, Dan, years ago when I was a kid, they were, and they were really hard to paint when they were lead. Mm-hmm. The lead explains how I turned out. Was just sucking them down. Gee, God. Right. Nice to see you, pal. Thank you very much for joining. Okie dokie, guys. Let's move on. Normally we do Back to the Future, but instead I thought we'd just talk briefly about this. I know we've looked at movies that are coming out this year, but this is kind of the geek menu, shall we say, for stuff that's coming out over the next few months. Wonder Man. Have any of you guys seen the trailers for that?
Yep.
Yes.
Some interesting looking stuff. That should be quite interesting. But we've got Wonder Man, we've got Daredevil Born Again, Invincible, absolutely hyper for. We've got the final season of Boys, we've got Lanterns, Punisher, X-Men 97, Supergirl, Spider-Man, Clayface, another Spider-Man, Avengers Doomsday, Vision Quest, Spider-Man Noir, and Boys Vote Rising. Lots of really, really cool stuff there. So chaps, same as usual. We'll take the movies off we'll take the Marvel movies off. So Spider-Man and Avengers Doomsday, because that's too easy. Give us a couple, not loads, but give us a couple each of ones that are interesting to you. We'll start with you, Efren. What do you think?
Gosh. First one for me would be X-Men 97. I mean, I really, really enjoyed season one, the way they did it. Now some of them are in the past. Well, Apocalypse was a kid or something like that, if I remember. I'm going to pick two and three of them. Invincible and Punisher. I'd really curious to see how Punisher, what they do with it. God, there's so many to pick, though.
There's some good ones, isn't it?
Yeah.
There is some good ones. How about you, James?
I love Punisher, and we've only had 2 special presentations so far, and they were both phenomenal with Werewolf by Night and the Guardians of the Galaxy special. So I'm sure that's going to be great. Lanterns I'm really interested in. I just there's going for a true detective style, kind of like a sci-fi true detective. I think that sounds really cool. Supergirl, obviously, I'm hyped for because I love the source material so much. And I'm a big Jensen Ackles fan, obviously. So Vote Rising, just like Captain America spoof show, like that sounds really fun.
I think that could be a sleeper. I think that could be a real big one. How about you, Sorrel?
Spider-Man Noir. I'm really excited to see how that turns out with Nicolas Cage and how much he's actually in it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because he's not in the suit, is it? I'm intrigued as to how much he's actually there. But yeah, it's going to be good, I think. And then we've got Me and the Boys coming back. I'm excited for that. See how that all pans out. It's the final season, isn't it? It's the final one. So, I mean, I'm excited to see how it all pans out. Yeah. But yeah, it's going to be a good year, I think.
There's some great stuff there. Nobody's mentioned Vision Quest.
I had noticed that. No one cares about it.
I don't. Yeah.
It turned white a long time ago, and they kind of had a really cool scene with him in the other Vision in WandaVision, and then he flew off, and then we've not seen him since. So I don't really care anymore.
5 years ago. That was 5 years ago.
Yeah. Well, one thing, I'm glad they're bringing back Daredevil. It took less than a year. Sometimes you see 2 or 3 years and you lose interest, but they're bringing it back right away, which I thought was pretty cool.
I've still not seen the last season yet. Still not watched it.
It's really good.
I stopped at episode 4 or something. I have to go back.
It's hitty missy. There's some great episodes, some really good episodes, and then there's some.
Wait a minute. We're talking about Daredevil, my favorite character.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
I think we know that the show was plagued with rewrites and things like that. And for me, that showed on a couple of episodes. There's a bank robbing episode, which just feels totally out of place and weird, So yeah, there was a few bits that were a bit odd, but for the main, it's still a good series to watch.
I think it's also the fact that it's been 10 years, and I'm getting a bit fatigued with it all. Yeah. DC feels new and fresh again, even though there's been other iterations of these characters. Because it's a new universe, a new start, you kind of feel a bit fresh with it. Whereas
Yeah.
but Marvel's now beginning to feel a bit tired, I think.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I mean, you know I'm all in Marvel, but even I'm starting to wait. I'm not excited about a lot of stuff anymore. Maybe that's just
I
me
can be
aging,
honest
you
and say that I'm going to go see Doomsday, but I'm not like as excited as I once was to go see these films. Like I'll catch it, but probably not on opening day.
I think I will for Doomsday. I think for Secret Wars, I'm a little bit more negative because Secret Wars for me should have been the movie where they bring in all the alternate realities and different versions of characters we've seen for the last 10, 15 years. And I kind of feel we've had that every film for the last 5 years now. Do you know what I mean? Starting with, was it Multiverse of Madness or whatever? The multiverse concept is kind of boring now in some regards. So,
Doomsday needs to grab his attention by doing something mental, like killing off Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man in the first 10 minutes. You know what I mean? Like doing something radical like that would get my attention back.
That would certainly get people's attention. Yeah.
Like the way they killed Loki at the very beginning of Infinity War.
They need to give us a reason to make us feel like there's a reason to watch it. Like there's going to be, we need some form of emotional pulling.
I think the problem was in the last Avengers movie. I mean, there was like, how are you going to top that?
Yeah.
You just couldn't top that. It was almost just thinking, God, maybe that should be the end of it. But they wouldn't do that because they want to make money in these studios. But for us fans, I mean, that was it. That was our 10-year wait. Yeah, and everything after that, it just won't be as good as the Avengers movies.
I constantly get told I should get into Warhammer, but it's just never got me. It's good fun. Me and my son play obviously together, and we don't necessarily go to the Warhammer shop. And I have to say, as it says in the rules, you should do. We kind of make it fit what we enjoy doing. So there's elements of it we'll miss out and stuff like that. But yeah, Stephen, even though sorry I'm late, not a problem, pal. Hope you had a good Christmas. Nice to see you back. Oh, hang on, do I jump some? Means I can watch stuff in my pants and someone can't. What? Okay. I want to see Drunk Supergirl. Hopefully Crypto is in it. Yeah. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. I loved the first season. That me as well, Stephen. More Invincible as well. The Bank episode was a cack. Absolutely. I thought you said Yogurt Rising. They need to kill off Fisk. This is the 5th Daredevil series he's faced Fisk. I do like him. I do like Fisk, but I do like him. Doomsday and Brand New Day will be day one watches for me. Doomsday just wrecked the reputation for Endgame for me, bringing back Chris and Robert. Yeah. Good. I guess I'm trying to compartmentalize them.
It does sort of make it feel like the last 5 years of stuff they've done doesn't really matter, and it's like, this is just a sequel to Endgame.
No, it does. I feel like they did Endgame and they had an idea to end it and will introduce younger characters, cheaper actors, basically, blah blah blah, and then the fans and quality of writing have just turned against it and they've thought, shit, we need to do something drastic to bring it back.
You have to remember that the actor from Kang the Conqueror, they would have gone in. They were going towards him.
Yeah.
So he got into all this legal problems, so they had to do like a 180 and go back. Wait a minute, what are we going to do now?
They've literally got a way out as well, because they could just use the time stone. They could literally just get thinking just to turn back time and we're there, done. Go back to the moment of Endgame and then just carry on.
I don't know if you've just seen the explanations, and everyone, I know you don't want spoilers, so it's not really a spoiler, I guess. But at the end of each of the teaser trailer, there's been like a timestamp, and people have gone back and looked at what films those timestamps link to, and basically you can see them from, I think it's Endgame, Thor, things like that, and each one of them relates to a scene where somebody has screwed up with time and has gone back and changed something. So they're saying that's what the Russell brothers have said, that it's a story. That they reckon that's what Doomsday is about. Them trying to correct the timeline. And
Doomsday clock. There's a ticking at the end of each thing as well, a timer. So that makes sense.
Okay, chaps. Couple of reviews to end the show. Now, Mr. Keegan, you've been to see Marty Supreme. I've heard nothing but good stuff about this. I haven't got all I know is about ping pong.
It is. I thought this was phenomenal. I absolutely loved it. So yeah, like Timothée Chalamet, like I've always liked him in stuff, but like I've never been like huge. Oh my god, this guy's amazing! But I thought a really phenomenal performance in this. Like I really hope he be who I feel like should get the Oscar currently. It was just really entertaining, really sharply written, really engaging storyline. Like, and I'm not really a big sports movie guy, but like there's kind of a crime thriller elements to it as well. Just really solid cast. Gwyneth Paltrow was great in it. The kind of lead female actress was really great, and I can't remember her name. Just really, I knew it was like, oh, this is going to be a good movie, but it was going to be my kind of movie, and I really enjoyed it. I was really surprised. So yeah,
Just doesn't appeal to us in the slightest.
give it half an hour, like you'll get it, and you'll be like, oh yeah, this is great. You know,
Dracula. Sorrel,
Yeah.
is you.
I sat and watched the new Dracula movie. Caleb Lambert Jones is good in it. He plays Dracula. He's quite. Originally, when this was announced, I was kind of like, he's a bit young for Dracula, but it works in the context of this version of the movie. They do say it's like all the reviews sort of say it's the the most faithful adaptation of Bram Stoker's Dracula. It fucking isn't. It's basically just ripping off Nosferatu and the 90s version of Dracula with Keanu Reeves in it. They basically stole every artistic point from those movies, but it's still a good tale. I really enjoyed it. I mean, Christopher Waltz is a really talented actor anyway. He plays the Van Helsing character without actually saying he's Van Helsing. He's the priest, as they call him all the way through, but he's basically Van Helsing. He goes around killing all the vampires and stuff. But yeah, it's a really good version of it. I really enjoyed it. It's a French movie, so you can watch it in French and in English.
Okay.
I watched the English version because obviously Chris Waltz and that dude deliver it in English anyway. So it was good. It was a good movie. It's worth a watch. I think a lot of people got put off because it was by Signature Entertainment, which, as you know, are renowned for putting out a lot of B movies for the UK.
Yeah.
But this was not a B movie. I mean, some of the CGI can be a bit ropey, but it does what it needs to do. It's a good film.
Luke Besson is Leon the Professional and Fifth Element and stuff, though, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah, okay. So I'm surprised I didn't hear that this was. The first time I heard about this was last week when you were mentioning it.
Literally,
like, how has this come out?
slipped under the
Christoph
radar.
Waltz is in it as Van Helsing, and I'm only hearing of this now. Like, yeah, crazy.
It slipped under the radar, but it's a very good movie. It didn't get the release it deserved in the UK.
Yeah.
It's a very good movie. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
Next, Ephraim, we've got the Bone Temple. Ephraim, try and keep it spoiler free, please, because I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, I seen this yesterday.
saw this the
This
other
was
day.
basically the fourth in the film. 28 years later, it was just last year, and they filmed these two movies back to back. It's from the series 28 Days Later, which I saw last year also for the first time, and I really enjoyed this movie. It had slow parts of it, of course, but there were some gory parts where I had to turn away, and I thought of you guys because of your horror stuff,
Yeah.
When I turned away, I said these guys would love this part, but I went like,
I was
watch this right
even.
now.
It's a lot for me to recoil.
Yeah.
At some stuff, and there's some at some stuff.
Oh,
that I was
for you
really
too.
uncomfortable with. Yeah,
Okay.
even me. Yeah.
The very ending, not like a post credit scene, but the very end, and went, oh wow, I was surprised. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. The lead character, the lead zombie, Samson, I kept on thinking it was Jason Momoa, but it wasn't him. And I really enjoyed this movie. I gave it a thumbs up. And I read that they're gonna do another one, so there's gonna be at least a fifth film come out on this. But I was telling Peter, I'm surprised. They didn't really promote this movie too much. I'm not sure why. And Ralph Fiennes is such a great actor. He's excellent in this role. So I really like this show a lot, this movie a lot. If you want to know any spoilers, send me a message on Instagram. I'll tell you all about it.
Good stuff. We're going to try and get to see it hopefully this weekend.
All I know is about that film is they need to stop the Americans dressing up as Mr. Savile because I keep seeing cosplayers dressing up as Savile now.
I thought it was phenomenal. I really loved it. Like, you have kind of two different storylines going on at the same time, and some people will be turned off by one of them because it's how the last movie ended, picks up from that. But I just thought it was very witty and funny at moments. Like, I was surprised at the tone of it at some points. Like, Ray Fiennes phenomenal in it. I really loved actor's name's escaping me. He's in Sinners as well. But he plays the main Jimmy kind of guy. He was really amazing in it as well. Like, so yeah, it was just really fun.
Jack O'Connell. That was
Jack O'Connell, yeah.
The little boy, such a good actor too.
Yeah.
The fear in his face, the horror of it all, man. I was like, wow, you could really feel his, his anguish,
And not super. It's a character film. It's not really focused on the zombie stuff at all, really, And similar to the first one, where there's I've never seen a zombie film do something like this. It's kind of doing that as well, So I thought really, really great.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot.
Ian saying he's watching the Bone Temple at the moment. Still not better than the first two. Peter, I watched Minecraft. Yep, really enjoyed it. It's a nice film to escape. Told you it was good, Wayne. Yep, I enjoyed it. Good fun. The Bone Temple had a small a slow start at the box office. Do you think they'll greenlight the third, even if it doesn't turn a profit? Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Efren, sticking with you from.
So this show started like about 2-3 years ago. I found it by accident and I told Peter about it. It's from MGM Plus. It's coming back really soon, I think in the next month or so. Let me bring it up here. It says here the series is set in a nightmarish town in the United States that traps those who enter. The unwilling residents strive to remain alive while plagued by terrifying nocturnal creatures from the surrounding forest. And I was like, man, these creatures is, you haven't seen the series. They just eat people basically, but they only come out at night, and they can't leave this town. They go in circles basically, and they always come back. But in the last season, sorry, spoilers, one of them gets out. So it doesn't seem like it's almost like a dream sequence now that I'm thinking of. How did they get there? One of them got out, and I don't think I think mentally they're there, but their physical bodies aren't there from what I took from last season. So it's coming back. It's on MGM Plus or Epic. I highly, think you should watch this show. It's really, really good.
I love it.
It's from the executive producers of Lost. It's like a scarier version of Lost to me. So it's a really good series.
Great series. Thoroughly enjoying it. James, was this you? No other choice?
So this is the Park Chan-wook's new film. So he's the old boy director. So I hadn't heard about this until last week. There was a trailer in the cinema for it, and then there was a limited screening last night for it. So I went to see it then. Basic premise is like, it's very similar in it's a Korean film. It's very similar in tone. If you like Parasite, you'll really like this. But it's like, basically this guy, he kind of loses his job. Like he's 25 years working in this company, loses his job. Like the whole company is let go, and he realizes that he's like, there's a few people out there that are like slightly better positioned to get like another job that comes up. So he starts trying to kill off the competition, so that if another job comes up, he'll be the one to get it. So that's the basic idea, and then like there's twists and turns in it. Similar to Parasite, a very, very like really interesting kind of dark humor kind of elements to it. Like it's very funny at times. Acting was really great in it. Like it gets very dark in moments as well. I'm like just really, I was surprised. Like it was nice to kind of, this came out of nowhere for me, I feel, but I really like thoroughly enjoyed it.
Nice. I've just stuck on there. I was away this weekend for a murder mystery weekend thing. This was great fun. We ended up on a steam train. So when you arrived at the place, you kind of got a stage show where the guys, the acting talent came out, and it was basically a set of Cluedo. All the characters being represented. So they did a kind of a background onto the murder, but then got on the train, had a 3-course meal, and they came up, each individual came on the train and kind of talked to you, and at the end of it, you had to work out who the murderer was, what room they committed the murder in, and what weapon they used. Just great fun. If anybody gets the opportunity to do something like that, always worth doing it. Had a good laugh.
If it's a steam train, did they give you the chance to put coal into the engine?
No, they didn't. Efren. Afraid not. It wasn't the butler. It was Professor Peacock. And me and my wife worked it all out. We came first, so that was good. Okay, quick question for you guys. Fuzzy's given what tonight's question. It's an interesting one. Efren, I may have to explain it to you. Fuzzy wants to know who you think is a national treasure. Efren, is that a phrase you guys use over in the States?
Yeah.
Yeah, so a national treasure, so somebody who represents or stands out as being kind of great in your eyes. So the one that I would go with probably straight away is Sir Stephen Fry. I think he's a great ambassador for England. I think he's an intelligent guy, a very, very articulate speaker. I love some of, if you ever get the chance to watch some of his YouTube clips where he's talking about religion and things like that, it's really, really interesting. And he's overcome quite a lot of health issues, mental health issues as well. So I think he represents Britain quite well. Efren, how about yourself?
There was a holiday for him just yesterday, and my choice would be in so many generations after. I think I've forgotten what his cause was for exactly, but it would be Martin Luther King for me. Yeah. The way he wanted the United States to be like, I believe, in that speech, just things sends chills every time I hear it. So for me, it would be Martin Luther King, whose holiday was yesterday, Martin Luther King Day.
Very good. Very good. Martin Luther King's an incredible one.
Yeah.
Sorrel?
Mine's a bit different to your guys, but obviously it's someone growing up being a bit different. I mean, Alex Brooker, the TV presenter, he's on the last leg and stuff. It's nice to see people, represented on TV like myself that are disabled, got false legs and stuff. And he's obviously with his his arms and everything like that, he's managed to break mainstream television basically.
I love Last Leg.
I think he's a really
it's a
cool
great
guy.
show. It's a great show.
I love Last Leg.
Mr. Keegan.
It's tough, but you have so many more options. American England, like there's not really that many Irish people on the world stage. I'm like huge fans of like this actor that played Father Ted. He'd be up there, I think. He was really great. I love Colin Farrell. Colin Farrell's great. He's cool. But like there's not many. I know we're a big export, but there's not too many. I'd be like, oh yeah.
So what we're hearing here is that
you can say Mr. Guinness.
No pride in. I mean, Conor McGregor, you can say if you want.
I say Conor McGregor. No, thank you. When someone says Irish person, I think Conor McGregor is the first fucking name that comes in my mind. And I'm like, I'm not saying.
I mean, I have to say, I'm surprised you haven't said Louis Walsh, but that's just me. Louis Walsh.
Jedward.
McGregor, the fighter.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Just jumping to the chat, Alex, was Peter the murderer, and it was because someone else was going to have a mug. Whoever gives Trump a Glasgow kiss, I have to say that Ford worker who shouted at him deserves a round of applause. Nice to see you, Connie. Hope you're doing well. Sorry, is it Dr. Connie now? It's Dr. Connie, isn't it? I'm sure you've got your doctorate. Yeah. So David Attenborough, without a doubt, that's a good one as well. Stephen.
That's a good one.
Michael P. I love Michael Palin. David Attenborough, Stephen Fry, great choices. Being Welsh, I'd have to say Anthony Hopkins. Yes. Yeah. Well, I'd probably go with Patrick Stewart as well. I don't think Patrick Stewart anyway. Seafood Darkman, nice to see you, bud. I hope you're doing well. James will say the Pope next. John Cleese for being so much laughed at the world. Yeah, that's a good one as well. That's a good one. Okay, guys, what have you got? No. Shocking. You're right. Shocking. The Queen. It's very almost Dr. Connie. My examiners got given my thesis yesterday. National treasure, Connie. James couldn't answer for Ireland, so can you represent, please? Who is an Irish
Northern Irish?
Who is an Irish Northern Irish national treasure, please? Keanu Reeves. Jesus.
That's true though. He has 0 haters. Yeah.
Yeah, he does. Ephraim, what's coming up on your channel?
Tomorrow, actually, we're doing another question show, Comic Talk, where we're going to send each other 2 questions, and then we're just going to answer them. Then we're going to have a bonus segment, but it's going to be a new bonus segment. We're going to try it out, see if it's any good, and if it's good, and make it its own show. We'll talk with the staff afterwards, see how it went. But like I said, we're going to ask each other 2 questions tomorrow. And the third one was like a bonus question, but it's going to be a new segment. We're just going to try out, see if we like it or not. And next week, I think Peter and I are going to be doing our monthly advance orders.
Yeah. So tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, Ephraim. Is that
8
right?
o'clock, my channel, Peter's or Sorrel's channel. So or whatever channel you want to check it out on, please do.
Fab. Thank you very much. Sorrel.
I'm going to be at London Toy Fair this week on Thursday. I've got everyone's questions from last week, but if anyone's got any more questions, please put them in the chat. I will be seeing many of the toy clientele, if you will, from Jazzwares and Blockies and all sorts of companies. So let us know if you've got any questions. I'll be putting out some videos on that. I am allowed to film the entire Funko booth, so I'm looking forward to that. And I've got some stuff that I can film with all the different ones I'm meeting at. I've kind of been emailing back and forth. And I've got a bunch of reviews out as well. I've been going back to doing a bit more long form at the moment. So please check out the long form vids. It would really help me out.
Is your live show, your show next week, is it going to be live at all at the Toy Fair, or is it just going to be recorded?
No, it's this Thursday. No, it won't be live, but it'll be all pre-recorded, but I'll be recording it and putting it out Friday morning.
Cool.
Good stuff. Connie's just saying, James Nesbitt. Love James Nesbitt.
Oh, yeah.
Gary Lightbody, who's he?
Don't
know Gary Lightbody. Mary Peters, if we'll black and female representation.
I feel like Connie's Northern Ireland's national treasure, if I'm being honest.
Kissing about there, James. Aren't you? Kissing about there. Howard and James, what's happening on One Good Scare?
Yeah, so we had a little bit of a break. You've been sick, and we've both been busy for a little bit. But we will have, hopefully on Friday. If not, it'll be out over the weekend. Silent Hill. I'll be right back, so we'll be doing that because Return to Silent Hill is out in the cinemas shortly. And then we should be back next Friday then for the live shows regularly as well.
Next Friday? I thought it was this Friday.
No, this Friday I'll be right back on.
Okay, right.
Does that
No
suit
bother.
you? Is that okay?
You what?
That suits you, does it?
I didn't understand that. What did you say?
Does that suit you?
Yeah, no, it's just you said it was this Friday.
No,
It's fine.
This Friday I'll be right back. Next Friday
Right,
we'll do the live shows back.
Okay. Marvellous. Right, thank you. He's always been
So
sick.
stressful watching you two.
ill.
Jesus Christ.
It's because he lies. He said in his text message that it was this Friday we're all going live. He's obviously got something else happening and he's binned us. And he's not denied it. Look at his look at his little hand stuff here.
Where I said this Friday.
I will. Right. Anyway, ladies and gents, thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Always a pleasure seeing you. We'll be back tomorrow night, so please do go check out on Efren. Watch it on Efren's channel, please. Give him some traffic. So for his, because how many subs you got now?
You only get 3 viewers if you watch it on my channel.
How many subs you got, Efren?
I'm about 1,800.
Good
so
stuff.
Just
Good
let everybody know, once I get 2,000, I'll be doing a giveaway if I ever get there.
Marvelous. So we shall see you tomorrow night for some interesting questions as usual. Yeah. For now, though, that's your whack. We'll catch you next time. Bye.